Hi, everybody. This is Larry Christiansen bringing to you the wrap-up show from the Alta Box tournament from Super Grandmaster tournament, coming to you from Stavanger, Norway. And today we're going to cover round 7. After 7 rounds of play, now Magnus Carlsen has taken a decisive lead, full point lead, with 5 points out of 7. He's followed by Maxime Vachier-Lagrave of France, 4 out of 7. Veselin Topalov's 4 out of 7. Levon Aronian now, 4 out of 7. And India's Pentala Hari Krishna, who's been rising steadily lately, also has 4 out of 7. Okay, and so we had a very interesting round today. And let's start off with this final moves from the battle between Veselin Topalov and Anish Giri. Giri not having one of his better tournaments, but here he shows a real creative flash. This is the position after White's 34th move. He played b5 to open up, create some weaknesses on the queen side, and Giri now responded with c5, offering a pawn. I'm not sure if he found the finale with c5 at this point, but he might well have. Let's see how the game proceeds. Queen takes c5. And now black plays rook a8, planning to, of course, double rooks on the second rank. Notice how that bishop on d1 splits the rooks on e1 and c1, the making challenge of the a file not possible. So what does Topalov do here? He plays queen b4, attacking the pawn on e4, also setting up the possibility of rook c7. Giri answers with the brilliant bishop f3. Okay, why is that brilliant? Now we'll soon see. White now banged out rook c7. And of course, now queen takes c7, queen takes d2. White's a pretty solid pawn up. He can later play to eliminate that bishop. His second rank's covered. He could play to win. But Giri had other ideas. He's not going to sit back and defend passively. What did he do here? Look at all violent forcing moves, folks. Giri certainly followed that advice. He played rook takes h2, exclam. So, of course, if king takes h2 now, black can play rook a2 check, followed by queen takes c7, and he's got a great position with fine attacking chances. But what happens if white plays rook takes d7? Check, and now check. So if white plays king g1, we get a perpetual. So white decides to play for a win with bishop g2, rook takes, king f1. So white's virtually a whole queen up. But the strength of that bishop really makes itself felt. Now black simply plays rook h2. Now, of course, he cannot play rook a to a2 because of queen f8 check followed by mate. But he simply plays rook h2. And no matter what white does, he cannot avoid perpetual check. Let's say he plays g4 to create running room for his king. Then black plays rook h1 check, king f2, rook a2 check. If white puts the rook in the way, here, oops, rook takes d2, queen takes, and black ends up winning. And of course, if he tries to run, with king g3, he gets mated. So very spectacular draw here by Giri. The game concluded rook d2, and now perpetual check. I should point out also, if rook e1 to d1, it's still perpetual check. King e1, again, if rook h1 check,